Christ has been described as the chief shepherd, great and mighty, who cares for, provide and protect his sheep, who other shepherds should look unto because he's the author and finisher of their faith. This was the assertion of the Bishop of the Diocese of Amici, the Right Reverend Ephraim Ikeakor, as he calls on all clergymen and all those in authority to endeavor to lead those they are leading in ways of Christ. According to the cleric, it is the duty of the shepherd to lead the sheep to green pasture of sound biblical doctrines that will guide the sheep from straying from the teachings of Christ, and also to lead them to believing that Christ will never fail.
Pastors in the church, a priest is an under-shepherd. Christ himself is the chief shepherd and the great shepherd. So in the church, whatever the priest should do to take care of the flock that the church members should be anchored on the provisions of God's own pattern of shepherding. He should care for them. He should guide them through the right way of knowing God and living for God. He should make sure that he provides right spiritual menu for them, especially in this era where so many teachings, false teachings are everywhere. It is the duty of the priest as a shepherd to provide green pasture of sound biblical teaching that will guide our people from straying. It is also the duty of the pastor in the church to protect his members and the flock from ravaging wolves that are everywhere now. It is also his duty to encourage our members when they are weak, when they are troubled, especially in the present economic situation, the political unstable nature, and the terrorist attack here and there. Many of our members are involved and are victims. So the pastor should also do the work of encouragement. And above all, the pastor should make sure that he guides them to know that God cannot fail. In all circumstances, God is faithful. And when the pastor does this, he's emulating what Jesus, our sheep and great shepherd, is doing as the shepherd of his church.
Speaking on how a shepherd should deal with disobedience in the church, he urged them to discipline with love in order to bring the sheep back to track, stressing that the aim of every genuine discipline is for correction, restoration, and refocusing.
The staff is a symbol of authority for making sure that you stand and speak authoritatively. I didn't say autocratically, I said authoritatively. Then the rod is for correction and discipline. So in the case of disobedience, you don't kill your sheep because it misbehaved. You have to apply the lovely discipline to bring back the sheep back to the fold. But the aim of every genuine discipline is for correction, restoration, and refocusing. So we are dealing with human beings. Disobedience abounds everywhere. But the pastor should develop the heart of a shepherd. Anything you do, don't do it with punitive intention, to punish, to frustrate, and to make them feel unsafe. You do it to correct, to refocus, to restore them so that we move forward. Even though it's not easy, but the pastor has been called onto this duty, and he has to do it with patience, with love, and with total tolerance. And when we combine these things, we will get wonderful sheep and followership.